So the reason why the PNAC is very important, so the PNAC was a neoconservative think tank based in D.C. that focused on the United States foreign policy. It was established blah, 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 blah. Let me see, where does it say? Origins, a statement of principles. PNAC's first public act was to release a statement of principles. The statements had 25 signers. Joe Biden was one of them.
What side are you on right now?
Well, what I'm saying is that there's been a plan for a long time for dominance in the Middle East. In this document, it's a kind of a long document.
I fucking hope so.
But you're saying, what is the plan? There is an actual plan that has been written that you can look up.
I actually hope that that's 100% true.
It's real. The PNAC's real, 100% real.
No, I hope it is.
Real. I know, and it talks about Israel's 7 biggest threats, and Iran is the last one.
Do you understand that what you're saying is, right? They're trying to get rid of the enemies of America, the people that chant death to America.
Yeah, that's one way to take it. Yeah, I agree. That's how they when they wrote it, they take it like you, that they are threats to us.
I don't know anything about what you just said. I haven't looked it up, but I hope, based off of the limited thing, I hope it's true.
The PNAC is true. I know.
I hope so.
It is.
If it's what you're saying it is, where we get to destroy Israel's enemies, which is our enemies, I hope 1,000%. I hope that's
How do you feel about the Iraq war that we were in?
Oh, it was awful, but not because.
No, but that was PNAC. That was the PNAC plan.
No,
that was what? You don't know what PNAC is? Don't tell me no.
I understand.
That is what it is.
I'm telling you the execution of the Iraq war through George Bush, through Obama, and through these. It was exactly what they were trying to do with Ukraine, Russia. They want to extend wars so they can make the military-industrial complex rich, and they can line their pockets through a bunch of dead bodies. I'm not saying that I support that.
There's a lot of that, but there's much bigger plans.
There's a difference between what Trump is doing and what past presidents, past administrations, and past governments have done. What I'm saying is, if you were to break down what he just said into a really simplistic way where it's like, we want to destroy these people, I would be for it. The application of how you were to do it would definitely concern me if it was based on nefarious intent.
Of course, it was based on nefarious intent because they lied to get us in there. You don't lie without nefarious intent, right? So they lied about the weapons of mass destruction. Do we need to go over some?
Yeah, no, we're in agreement.
So, okay, all right. So they lied about weapons of mass destruction.
That's what I'm saying. George Bush is a cunt.
They ran this plan to invade Iraq. They tried to do exactly the same thing in Iran. In fact, you were arguing with Owen Schroyer and saying that that's not at all what was going on, but clearly it was. They swapped out WMDs for nukes. They swapped out Iran for Iraq.
What did I say?
You were arguing with. I was watching a debate earlier today. You were arguing with Owen, and you were saying that this is. I guess it was when Trump was bombing Iran, or was talking about bombing Iran, and you were in favor of it.
I think what I said was, I'm pretty sure what I said was, Donald Trump has a reactive foreign policy to conflicts. He doesn't have a long-term, drawn-out plan to conflicts. Look at Operation Midnight Hammer. Operation Midnight Hammer lasted about a fucking half hour. Right? He doesn't have this whole I would like to start a war off of a lie and make it last 20 years. That's not what Trump does.
He's doing what he can to satisfy the military-industrial complex without getting us into water.
What you're doing is you're creating a false equivalency between Trump and Bush, Trump and Obama. Right?
There are some.
Really not.
There are some parallels.
No, the parallels are the people in it. It's not the application of the war.
No, okay.
Donald Trump has done a fucking phenomenal job of not doing wars.
Well, to be fair, and I like Trump, but it was Biden that got us out of the Middle East, technically, and he's the one that got us out of Afghanistan.
But Trump already set it up.
I know he did set it up. He did. You're right about that. But
but
Biden fucked it up.
He did fuck it up, but he was the one that actually did it, though.
The question is, why do we support Israel to the extent that we do? When is Israel going to be done with what they're doing right now? What is their end goal? Is it a positive end goal? Should we be contributing to it? Should we be sacrificing American reputation and prominence overseas by sticking with Israel at the UN relentlessly, regardless of how despicable Israel behaves? I mean, there has to be some sort of limit where we go, okay, we can't support this anymore. We're the West. We are Christian. We don't support collective punishment. That is not what we do. That's what Israel does. Of course it is.
You actually pose a great question, and I can answer it, and I think that you will actually like the answer, right? So Israel, which is this tiny little dot in the middle of the Middle East, right, and all these countries that surround it, right? They do have a dual target, let's say. Right, they have the Israeli target. They do have an American target. We can look at this through just their own words, right? In their parliament, they chant "Death to Israel, death to America," right? But to answer your question, when do we stop supporting them? Right, we stop supporting them when they go as far as the Muslim Islamists have gone, right? Where they expand to a point where they have taken over 570 miles of the Middle East, and they are chanting Allahu Akbar, and they chant death to America. That's when you stop supporting them. Because right now, we have an ally in the Middle East, in a little fucking area the size of New Jersey, that is saying, we love America. America's great.
Yeah, as long as we do what they say. They don't love America.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that anytime a country stops giving Israel whatever they want, they turn against them.
Does not mean that a country controls us.
No.
These people chant death to America.
I really
It is true, and but and the Palestinians, you know, they listen. Harris is not
Israelis-
pro-Palestine or pro-Hamas. I mean, he might be
Chanting
pro-Palestine.
death to America does not deserve a death sentence. I don't believe in that type of stuff.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, but that's what you're essentially arguing for. You're saying they chant death for America, therefore
Unless you're a
Israel should kill
terrorist.
them all. Right. So that's wrong. It's immoral. It's not good. It's not Christian. It's not American.
Do you think that we should kill terrorists?
Sure.
Well, time out. Actually, this is a good segue because we're on YouTube. I don't know if we want to talk about killing anybody. We want everybody to be healthy. But real quick, so Misfit, you were worried that I was going to troll you, and we're not going to troll you. Actually, you know, I've been invited multiple times by the Macabre Task Force to go on an all-expense-paid trip to Israel. And because you performed so well tonight, I have word from them, I'm not even kidding, that you will be eligible for one of these trips. I'm dead serious. So are you willing? So congratulations. I'm serious. I'm going to connect you with them on the WhatsApp. So you're going to get a free trip to Israel.
Yeah, I've already been invited.
Oh, you already have? Okay, I messaged the person. They wanted to send you.
No, I mean, like, I don't know about the person that you're talking.
I do. I'll connect you with them. But
I've been invited by probably 6 different people. For
Macabre Task Force, they're going to pay.
I've never been invited.
You have? I can get you invited too. They've invited me. They keep telling me they've invited me, but I don't want to
they
go.
think you hate the Jews. No, and you know what? Listen, here's why I haven't gone to Israel yet, and this is 100% like, you know. I have a job that I really like, and my mom was just sick, and
Yeah.
I've had a lot going on. But I will go to Israel, but I honestly kind of don't want somebody to pay for it.
No, let them pay for it, dude. That's their whole. They love that. It's all underwritten.
You know what? Maybe I'll let somebody.
That would be like going to a fat Italian woman's house for, you know, Sunday supper and being like, let me give you $20 for it. You know, it's almost just they're Jewish, they're rich.
Let me explain why when the critics of, let's say, Charlie Kirk or J.D. Vance kind of understand their point, right? Like, I'm like, I don't want to give anybody like him. No, listen, it's the Holy Land. I want to go. I will go because I'm a Christian, right? That's where Jesus was.
You're going. We're going to make you go on the trip. I'm going to make you go on this trip now.
All right,
That's
but
punishment, though.
You have to come with me.
No, they've been trying to get me to go. They're going to blow my brains out. Okay,
I will only go if he goes. I will only go if Alex goes.
No, quit putting that caveat on it. Okay, we got about 5 minutes left. I just want to say, Mr. Patriot, you did a great job. Now, I guess this is my last kind of question to you. Why are you such a staunch defender of Israel? I mean, do you do it because obviously you're getting a lot of followers, you're getting a lot of clout, you're doing some big debates, you know, you're getting on the scene by talking about this, or are you actually passionate about Israel? Which one is it? Is it because you're becoming more popular, or is it because you actually care about Israel's dominance in the Middle East?
I've said this, I don't know, 1,000 times. I have no problem saying it here. I don't give a fuck about Israel. I care about the Jewish people, right? I care about the covenant that God made with Abraham, and he commanded all of us, if you believe in the Bible is not just the New Testament. You have to put the Old Testament in it and look at it collectively. So we have these concurring covenants, right? You have the new and everlasting covenant, you have the Abrahamic covenant, you have the Mosaic covenant. I am of the belief that if you turn on the Jews, you're turning on your Creator, and I don't believe that you should do that.